So they have knowledge already in them that they don't know about, that he gets through what? Meditation normally, right? That's how he gets in contact with all the avatars that he was reincarnated from, right? So in reality, like, I don't really believe personally in that whole reincarnation thing, just because I was raised as a Christian and da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, but in reality, for some reason, you get, I don't know, man. When you meditate, you just, like, things just pop in your brain. Like, if you do it a lot, and, like, I've been doing it a lot recently. Like, I've always meditated since pretty much, since me and you were in, like, high school, I've meditated, but I never did it daily.
Just another
And, like, recently, within, like, the past couple of weeks, it's become, like, a daily practice. But for some reason, like, it's just, it's not... When you meditate and you truly get into a good one, because me, I'll do it for like 30 minutes to an hour, because you got a trance. You literally go into a trance where you feel like you're not even in your body. Like, it's really not just sitting there, like, most of it is just sitting there and breathing. But once your head clears out, and your head's cleared out for a while, and you don't think about anything, you start to feel like you can't even feel your body. It's weird as hell. But basically, what this has all to do with the avatar thing is that other avatar that he becomes when he turns into the avatar state is who he's truly supposed to be, because that's his fullest potential. See, and the thing about your higher self is there's a belief that people do, like, there's a religion that's called Kundalini, and they believe that you meditate and you do, like, yoga and shit like that. You don't have to really do yoga, you can just meditate, but they believe in doing yoga and shit. And they say, like, that's how you learn to get in contact with your higher self, which is basically like your avatar state. And the thing about your higher self is everybody has one, and it's a version of you that lives out in, because your higher self is basically supposed to be, because you know how in the Bible it says man was made, God says, and we created man in our image. So we're supposed to technically be part of God. The same thing with your higher self. Your higher self is a version of you that has all of God's knowledge. And you know, like, your higher self is a version of you that can truly create and knows what, like, truly create just by talking and speaking things into their life. Because you know how I tell you about what you say is what you get. Like, you speak shit into manifestation. It's that your higher self knows how to do that shit or, like, instantly manifest stuff. And when you meditate and stuff, and you get in contact, that's one way of getting in contact with your higher self. But I'm starting to see that this mirror gazing thing that I've been doing, where you go in the bathroom and you sit, like, I have a counter in front of my mirror, and I have a big ass mirror. I don't know what your bathroom looks like, but you sit in front of the mirror and you stare in your eyes. You have to stare in your eyes for 10 minutes. But the whole time you're doing this, like, you don't have to say anything, but the point is, you want to say to yourself very good things. Because this higher self, like, essentially it's you, but it's you with all the knowledge that you could possibly obtain in this reality. Because the thing about reality is there's multiple realities, and, like, you, in this reality that we live in, Joey, you might not be the Joey that wins the lottery and gets a bad bitch and was the popular kid in school, because that wasn't your life. But let's say there is another reality like that. There's a possibility that there is one. So your higher self has acquired all the things from all of the realities that are good, the best things for you, and it has become that person. So basically, you get in contact with that person, your higher self, and slowly it starts to commune information to you, and that's who you become slowly over time, is that person that your higher self has become, the greatest version of yourself. So that's why I've done it since high school. Are you following me so far? Alright. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place. It's just the same shit as Avatar State. I'm gonna say it real simple. Aang, when he goes into Avatar State, which is his higher self, he's at his fullest potential. He's as great as he can possibly be. He's his most powerful self. Essentially, you get in contact with your avatar state, your higher self, through meditation. That's all you're doing is meditating. the same thing happens to you. All the things that you truly desire, that you really want, the most positive things that you've ever thought, ever since you were a kid, things that you've envisioned. If you wanted to be a firefighter when you were a kid, like, everything, dude. Like, everything positive that you've ever envisioned for yourself, your higher self somehow has become, like, it magnetizes all those things to him, so he's become a part of all of that, and then you become your higher self. You be that, you get in contact with your higher self, and then your higher self slowly makes you the person that you want to be. Like, everything you hate about yourself dissipates. Like, you're not depressed anymore. It's fucking weird, dude. When I started doing it, like, daily, it's not like I was going to a therapist or nothing. And you know, I had to go to a therapist in middle school, but I stopped getting depressed. Like, I'm not depressed anymore. Like, I don't doubt myself, all kinds of shit. And I really do feel like the way you see me play in video games, like, think about it, how I play. Even though I don't literally know all the time when we're playing sometimes that we're gonna win, how do I go into battle every fucking time? Super fucking confident. And I just do my shit. And that's because, honestly, I think it's because of meditation. Like, it has nothing to do with me as a person. It's just, I've slowly been getting information from that other version of me, the better version of me, and it helps me out in everyday life. It's crazy. And basically, I want you to do it, but it's not like, it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. The meditation part isn't scary, but the scary part is staring at yourself in the mirror at first. At first, it's scary because your face, like, once you do it for like 10 minutes, you can't move your eyes. And once you do it for like 10 minutes, like, your face starts to change in the mirror, like, weird, like, really weird. Like, it's crazy, but it's not, it doesn't give you, like, it might give you a scared feeling at first, and you might come to me and you're like, I don't want to do it anymore, da 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 da. But you gotta go through with it. It's not, it's you. It's not nothing that's there to hurt you or nothing. Like, it's straight up you. And I know that sounds weird and you may not believe that, but I promise you, if you stare at yourself, you go in the bathroom right now and stare at yourself for 10 minutes and say good things to yourself, your face is gonna start to change. It's weird as hell.
We just eliminated the whole squad.
I'm just saying I want you to start meditating, basically. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I know, it's hard for everybody when they start off. It's something you gotta learn how to do. You're not gonna be perfect at it immediately. It's not easy at all at first. But let me go ahead and hear this excuse. What's your excuse? It's kind of hard for you to meditate for what?
Every time I start, like, trying to calm myself, like, center myself, and calm myself down, and just, like, not think about negative things or anything, I just sometimes, like, I turn off everything, and I just sit down, and I just, like close my eyes, and I'm just, like, trying to meditate. And sometimes I just, like, what do you call it? Like, there's two things that happen to me. One, I don't focus, like, a lot, so it just sometimes, like I get distracted, and I just get, start feeling like a little bit, like, anxious, angry. But then, like, at some points, I think one time, this only happened to me one time.
Who's ready
I don't know
to fly on a
if
zip
I
line?
was sleeping
I am.
or dreaming. I don't know, because I couldn't really tell. But I think when I was doing that meditation one day, like, I saw myself, and this is not even a lie. Like, I saw myself, but, like, with a creepy face, like, I don't know.
Fire on the
Like,
contact
I was
with
smiling
hostile.
weird, my eyes were a little bit weird.
That's wild. Well, honestly, when I look at myself and my face starts doing all that stuff that it does in the mirror, when I guess I'm seeing my other self, I don't know if that's what it is, but I think people say it is. I don't start smiling or anything unless I'm actually smiling, but my eyes definitely start turning black and stuff. It's crazy. Like, it's weird, dude, like, It's crazy, but I get a really good feeling when I do it though. Like I get a really positive. I know it's me. It's nothing crazy. Because if it was something that was negative, for me, I would feel it. But for you, you telling me that you've got this like evil looking something about yourself, that's just probably because you're really depressed right now, and you've been really depressed for a long time, and that's what's reflecting in yourself. In this reality that you live in, you haven't really told yourself anything positive to yourself. And the thing about it, when you say, like, and I gotta get out of that habit of saying, I know we be joking around in party, but I have to get out of the habit of saying fucked up stuff to y'all, because not only is it fucking with you emotionally, but it puts something in my spirit that makes me want to continue to do that, and I have to stop, like, saying crazy shit, like calling people faggots and stuff all the time. I gotta calm down. Because it really does fuck with my spirit, and it just, like, I don't want to be like that all the time. I need to calm down. But the point is, like, when you do it to yourself, and you say shit to yourself, and you're like, I know I'm fat, and I'm lazy, and da-da-da-da-da, I'm a piece of shit, and blah, and all this other stuff, you're not just talking to you. You're talking to that other version of you that's constantly there, that's just trying to help you out and give you information, and you're shitting on him for no reason. And he's like, I'm the greatest version of you, and I'm just trying to help you. And that's what happens. And like, and when you start doing the mirror thing, like the meditation thing and the mirror thing are different. The meditation thing is just basically what you said. You want to sit out and cross your legs, and you take deep breaths and blah 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 blah. I'll talk to you about the focusing thing later. I was having the same problem that you said when I started meditating. But meditation shit is simple. It's exactly what you think it is. You sit down, take deep breaths, and that's it. Try to clear your mind. But it's not that easy. The mirror gazing thing is the part where I'm talking about staring at your eyes. That's what it's called. And it's like, I like to do it after I meditate, and I meditate before I go to sleep and when I wake up. But when I started doing that shit, I had to like apologize to myself, and I still apologize to myself. Like when I do it, and it's crazy because, dude, you start crying. Like, you start crying, like, you start getting, like, crazy-ass feeling. You start crying and shit while you're doing it. It's crazy, but I've felt like, I don't know, dude, I don't even really care. Like, I'm gonna put it into perspective. Like, I don't even think about how crazy my life was that much at all since I've been doing it. Like, I don't think about not having a father or none of that shit, or like getting molested. Like, that shit used to bother me when I was young, and since I started doing that shit, I haven't really, it hasn't even crossed my mind until just now, because I had to use it as a mistake. But it's just weird how different it makes you feel. It's super weird. I like it though. But yeah, you need to start doing it though. It's gonna help you in life. Make you smarter. We'll talk about the whole meditation thing and how to get into it, because I know it's just not easy. I've tried, so like that's why I was saying I did when we were in I was doing it when we were in high school too, pretty much this whole time. But I just recently started doing it a lot because I just recently learned like how you can calm yourself down. And you have more than enough time to sit there and do it. You just need to take an hour out each day, in the morning and at night. You play the video games all day. You have other things to do. I mean, you have better things you can do. But I will like write something out for you, like a detailed instruction or something. Watch. Stuff's just gonna start happening good for you.
You are the Apex
When you start doing it,
champions.
man, watch. Trust me. Trust me. You gotta trust you, though.
Yeah, that's the part that's gonna be the bother for me.
It's gonna be hard to